How I sound? I sound good on my mic. We're gonna see after.
I'll see after. I'll see after. Is it on? As long as it's on.
You tell me.
On.
All right,
Sure.
let's get it.
All right, brother. Welcome back, man.
Hey, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, bro. Let me know about that trip, man. Let the camera, let the people know what happened, man.
Bro, well, first, man, it's always one of those. Every time I travel, I think I come back being reminded of how important it is to travel.
Mhm.
And I think my first international trip was to Egypt, out of all places. And I just find even in my 30s, I learn more about myself, what things I like, what things I don't like, when I travel. And so, going to Switzerland, I've been to Western Europe for years now, like over a decade. I've been traveling there for work, but it's my first time going to Switzerland, and to go for an art show, an international art show that I'm curating was just surreal in and of itself.
Yeah, man. Congratulations, if I haven't already told you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
And we were the only not at there was a fair at Art Basel called Africa Basel, but outside of that fair, for all of the other major fairs, we were the only Black-owned gallery, Black curator, Black solo artist exhibition in all of Art Basel. And so it was, that also felt really special and unique. And you could tell for the people it mattered, because like every time they got to our space, at these art fairs, I don't know if you've been, but it's these huge exhibition halls with like different pop-up galleries, essentially.
Like the one in Miami, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so every time someone Black, especially like if they were Black Swiss or French or just living in the country, they would come and they always circle back and they like bring a friend.
Okay.
So we would end up with like little like after parties, bro, at hours like after like lunch hour, between 2 to the fair closing at like 5 or 6. And just be people there. After every sale, we would pour champagne for like the people who purchased, and then anybody else who just was in the space. So it just felt really good, man. It felt really
What was the most expensive one that you got off?
Most expensive was 28,000. Yeah. And so it was, and it's as crazy as that is,
that's art. That's art, baby.
It's like you have those like images of like the guy with like the white trousers and the blue blazer with the ascot, and you're like, where does that image come from in film? It comes from places like this. Like for that being our highest sale, there's actual Picassos for sale. There are spaces and booths at Core Basel, at the main Basel show, that there's like armed guards, you know what I mean, with machine guns, like at the booths, because they're literally selling a Rodin, or they're selling a $1.5 million painting or piece. So that's also surreal to see how art is transferred in that type of way at that scale, and you typically only see that at museums. So I think that was cool. Then just again culturally, my first time in Switzerland, there's a level of efficiency and operations that they have.
Interesting.
That was nuanced. It's akin to Germany in some ways, and in Basel and in Zurich.
Would you say like efficient like Japan, or that type of level?
I think Japan has been at the highest level that I've seen, and that's not ranking, whether that's not saying that's good or bad. I would just say the quantity, the scale of efficiency that Japan culturally navigates is it's just massive, so I don't know if it's at that scale, but it definitely if the train is leaving and it's marked at 3, it's leaving at 3.
Yeah.
It's arriving on time, it's leaving on time, it's clean. The water, as far as like the rivers that run through both Basel and Zurich, which are about 45 minutes away from each other, uh, even that system you can tell was just run very efficiently and thoughtfully because, like, they have this thing in Basel where people who work at a certain part north of the river, like, will go to work and then they carry like these two devices that has their swimsuits in them, and you will literally see people put their clothing in the device, wrap it around themselves, and then float back down the river home after work.
That is nuts,
And so
bro.
you'll see people with, like, a beer or a drink in hand, like, just talking and literally floating down the river back home.
That sounds
It,
like some Willy Wonka shit,
bro,
bro.
it's crazy. I mean, people were coming into the fair with that device. Like, you could tell they had their swimsuit, they floated down to where the fair was, and then changed into their clothes, and like they had the device like
What
wrapped
the?
around them.
That sounds so wacky,
Bro,
bro.
it was really like, oh, we're living in a very different.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like some fucking Cat in the Hat, Dr.
Bro, it
Seuss shit,
was,
bro.
it was, it
What the
was,
fuck?
man. It really, really was.
I'd have to see that to believe it,
Bro,
man.
yeah. When we finish, I'm gonna
I
try to pull up some videos. Man.
please, bro. That sounds
It's
so
crazy.
crazy.
So, you know, it also just reminds you on like the different ways of living life. And like, well, obviously there's commerce, there's capitalism all over. I really valued and always value, especially when I go there to France, how living life is really the key, and that's the most important thing. And so, seeing people just before work, after work, just their feet are just in the water. They're by the river. They're reading a book. You know, the fact that the city is designed to not be massively taken over by cars, but that you can bike, you can walk it. The structure and the infrastructure is built to engage in that way was just, it's a really special thing to kind of feel. So I enjoyed it, man. The food wasn't incredible, so that left much to be desired.
Sounds on
Uh,
brand with the European countries.
Had a couple
Shout out
good,
to them though.
yeah, shout out. I had some great Lebanese food. Great
Yeah,
Lebanese
okay,
food.
there
That
it
was
is.
that was phenomenal.
But nothing like Swedish.
Yeah, but
I heard
nothing.
they make good candy.
Candy, yeah, candy for sure. Chocolate,
Yeah,
cheese.
they seem to have
Uh,
a good
but
main
yeah,
course.
the other stuff, from a restaurant standpoint, was, yeah, left desired. But
Yeah.
we left there after a couple of weeks, and then we went to France for 3 weeks, and we just hit.
Still working?
No, that was just
Leisure.
yeah, man. And that, bro, was, whew, seeing more of the country, man. It's always honestly a very complex and layered feeling that I have, understanding the dynamics that aren't great. They're not perfect, which no place is. It's not perfect when it comes to like diasporic relationships, both West Africa and North Africa in France. But to feel great that every city we went to, not just Paris, had such a contingent of Black people was beautiful to see and experience, and how much that culture shapes so much of francophone culture, both in language, in food, um, and just overall vibe was incredible. But I mean, we started at the French Alps. So we rented a car, went from Switzerland into France, hiked. So that was cool. I actually,
You hiked into France?
yeah, yeah.
Wow. From you, so
We
you
were on the border,
on the
yeah,
border
of
and you
Switzerland,
hiked
yeah, and we
into France.
and we hiked, yeah, up into the Alps, and then came back and then drove across. Yeah. So that was cool. I forget how humid other mountains are because I'm used to hiking California mountains now.
Freezing.
So I was like, oh, they're this is a different animal. But that was dope to just kick off, and then we went to like this small town called Gap, like spelt just like our Gap.
Mhm.
Um, and so that was cool. Like, everything feels like almost like Beauty of the Beast when you're in these small towns, and I forget that Beauty of the Beast is set in France, and
Nah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
just the tall and like thin alleyways, but they're tall and like having those center courtyards, right, where like community and commerce happen, and you got the cheesemaker and you got the candy, the butcher, all of these things. It's always dope when I'm going to one of those little things,
Hell yeah.
And then we went from there to Lyon, which is one of the gastropub like capitals of France. And so, man, we ate the whole trip, man. In France, we ate just insanely well, bro. Like they just get food,
The
man.
gastropub is like um a bunch of pig or
No, bar, beer, any gastronomics is basically F&B,
okay.
but specifically around restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had a ton of just incredible food and just getting the localized like demographics. And I've been to Lyon once, but going to Marseille, which is on the southern coast, we went to the French Riviera. We drove through, the French countryside. Like, so we drove to all of these places. So I really got to experience a lot more.
Just you and your wife, or
Yeah, yeah, just us.
she speaks French?
I know we both only, well, we're studying French now because of this trip. Well, I already wanted to, but we both speak Spanish, which helps a little bit in reading. But honestly, all of the major cities you can get by very well in English. Even before I was studying French,
You'll
or
find someone who speaks it.
yeah, no, it's literally everywhere, bro. It's maybe in early 1900s, but they're international cities. They're cities that have a lot of tourism, and not for American English. There's a lot of British people who are coming into the country, so you get by very well everywhere. But
Yeah, the people who took over the world.
pretty much.
Mm.
But it definitely put that bug in our ear, and just that battery in us of having the flexibility, having the visas, having the autonomy to travel and spend more of our time on the continent, in South America and Europe of the year, right? So it's like, man, we could really be doing this for a whole quarter.
And you was basically traveling off the funds you was making in Switzerland, huh?
And before that, but
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
we had plotted that and kind of planned that. Once
Gotcha.
once I knew I was going to go, it was like, oh yeah, we gotta just extend this. Don't No need to fly that far, do that, and then not actually get a vacation out of it. So,
Yes.
um, and then from there, man, we went to Nice and Monaco, and I,
I
I
heard good
have to
things.
say, my expectations were tempered, but bro, south of France is everything they say it is,
Yeah, my boy just said that like last week, bro.
bro. I
He
ain't
said
even,
Monaco's super rich, ain't it?
bro.
Like
Monaco is insanely rich,
yeah,
insanely rich. But like honestly, all of it
super cars everywhere and shit.
yeah, Nice, anything along that Riviera spot, which I didn't know and learn when I was there. That was once the Italian Riviera, and you kind of can see that once you look at the colors and like the vibrancy. You're like, oh, I can see that these were once Italian uh, villas and not French, right? Just because of the architecture alone.
What kind
Um,
of money is down in Monaco? Is it royal money or
yeah, so yeah, I mean, so they have the royal crest, so definitely with royal money, and the Monegasque, as the people are called. I mean, they have slightly different language as well, but they became kind of this middle ground between France and Italy, and so they became kind of like the Switzerland of that area, and so they're as far as tax and banking is concerned, a lot of it for the region happens in Monaco, and
mm-hmm.
so that's why one of the reasons, at least, that a lot of finances started to pour into that space. But yeah, they had a royal family of time. There's a few castles there. It's small,
Mm-hmm.
but they have castles there with their own crest. But yeah, the whole Riviera, you're just going to see just the food, but I like to say, I think we both walked away thinking like it's a blend. It's crazy to say it's a blend between Miami and like Rio.
Oh,
Because I didn't realize.
the richness of
Yeah,
Miami, but
and
the
and,
lifestyle of Rio, man.
and lifestyle of Rio, the topography as well. I didn't realize how mountainous it was going to be.
Interesting.
So
Okay,
whereas
okay.
Miami is actually flat,
It is flat.
you are on the beach. When you're on the beaches in Nice or in the Riviera, you can like you're going to look to your left or right, and you'll be able to see mountainscape. So going to Monaco, you actually have to drive up kind of through the mountains, and it's pretty much on a mountainside.
Hmm.
Is all of Monaco, and so I didn't realize just at all that that's what we would be kind of navigating. So it's not as vast of the high altitude to low altitude that Rio is, but it's yeah, it's mountainous, so it's beautiful in that way. But yeah, when you're on the strips, the palm trees are lining the strips. The beaches are different because it's pebbled and it's not sand.
It's a bunch of imported
Yeah, so it's just
palm trees and shit. Huh?
yeah, but it's like black and gray pebbles along the whole beach. So you gotta definitely have like a chair or something to lay on. Or we did
Mm.
our first beach club for and I might be a beach club kind of guy, yo. I'm not
Uh
gonna hold you.
oh. First,
I
you was
just
a
might.
Noble guy.
I might be. I might be a beach club kind of guy. No, Soho. I'm a Soho
Oh,
guy
you're a
for sure.
Soho
I'm a
guy.
Soho guy, but I didn't
Yeah.
know I might be a beach club guy, bro. It was. We ended up like the team working there, which is really cool. And yeah, I don't know, just lounging, having the music vibe, having fans because it was hot, bro. I ain't gonna hold you though. It was like 85, and it felt like 90% humidity. It was it was summer, but yeah, the beach club vibe was it, man. The food was great, service was phenomenal, and just having that dedicated space made it real easy to just spend a couple of hours at the beach. So,
Yeah.
also highly recommend if you go to South of France, do a beach club. And it wasn't, bro. Here's was also the
I did a
miss
nice
the
beach club
miss.
in Bali actually.
Oh, see, so, yeah, you know the
Yeah, yeah,
vibes,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
the
yeah.
vibes.
Your folks brought me there, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean
Oh,
his
okay,
cousin,
nice,
his
nice,
cousin.
nice, nice.
Yeah, right.
So what I will say is like the misnomer on the cost is what's interesting. So
Hmm.
like yes, from a if you want to buy something, if you want to rent something, it can get expensive. But in comparison to like what we know here, bro,
Hmm.
everything else, like I think the beach club was like $70 for both of us, something
Hmm.
like that.
Hmm.
And food, bro, everywhere, even Michelin restaurants we went to was not, bro. Emily, she was getting like I want to say we are getting like pints, like half a bottle of wine for like $10, glasses of wine for like four, like meals. You could eat insanely quality stuff for so cheap. Not like Mexico cheap. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Not like Thailand cheap. But like
Cheap in comparison
cheap in
to
comparison, bro.
other European.
Bro, other European and bro, I ordered pasta from around the way here on like DoorDash, and it was
$42.
yes. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for like per person, man, you can't order anything. You can't go out and get something and without it just taxing you, right? So yeah, man, we were so to have that there and everywhere. Like we're in Paris every meal week. I don't think we spent more than $50 a person for like a fancy spot. But
Hmm.
your everyday spot, you can get good rates. So you can get pastries for $2, for $3, right? You can get meals and lunches for 15, for $20 and after conversion from the euro. And so that was incredible. That was incredible. So I mean, all in all, man, it really had us. I already wanted to learn and develop French just from a diasporic standpoint, and like I feel like we don't get to connect with francophone culture as much.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the language barrier is one of the big things there. Whereas, you'll see more people in the DR, in the NPR. Colombia had a hell of a moment and still having a moment, I think, in the diaspora on like people just understanding black people are there and then wanting to go visit and experience. And I don't think we have as much of a barrier when it comes to Spanish. Even if people can't speak it, they feel more comfortable.
Mm.
But like people aren't going to French Guyana or Martinique or Guadeloupe.
Mm.
I don't know that, people like really like, yo, let's go to Dakar, right? And go to Senegal, let's go to Ivory Coast. So if they're going to Morocco, it's not for the same reason. And Morocco has been already navigating for quite some time
True.
with British, and French travel. So I think the barrier there is a lot different. But there's going to be places you go in Senegal and others where, there will be a language barrier where you don't have that with Ghana or Nigeria,
True.
or Cameroon, some of those places. So for me, I think it's really important that happens. Um, so that's why I've been wanting to study, but definitely
Wait,
that
so
trip.
you haven't been to Senegal yet?
I haven't been yet. No, I've been, but that is high, high, high on the list for many reasons. The beaches, the food, the fashion.
Opulence.
Yeah, I'm really, really, really excited to go there. So yeah, man. So we learning French now, and we go.
I've fallen in love with like larger than life monuments, man. That's really been my thing, bro. I'm talking about like like you arrive in a city,
Yeah.
and then no matter what point you are in the city, you always see this statue. That's
Yeah.
how huge it is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's been my thing, and I've I'm trying to go to Vietnam soon, or at
Oh
least
yeah,
my next trip.
that'd be a good one.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, that's really like, bro, because you don't have that here, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you know how crazy, how how much that adds to your city. Like just adding a monument, man, a statue. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, we have the Mount Rushmore, which is crazy when you think about it. But kind of just stop there.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, and we have the ability to, and yet we don't. And we have India. India has like within the next 30 years are like 7 huge monuments, and
Mm-hmm.
every single monument is trying to top the next one. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep. I do know what you mean.
Bro, I love that. I love it.
I do
But
know what you mean.
yeah, so when you going to Senegal?
Hey, I mean, I got a couple. I'm supposed to be going to India. My wife's supposed to be going with her and the
Oh, so
team.
you're going to India. So you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so I definitely am going to India. I think that's on the docket next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's on there, bro. It is high on the list. Um, it's probably the next spot on the continent. So
Let's get it then, bro.
yeah, man.
What city are you going to?
For Senegal, we definitely. Oh, which one? India or
No.
Senegal?
India.
India. Oh, so definitely gonna do Mumbai. Going to do what is it? Not Tagali. Where is she from? She's from oh, it's in the north. She, my wife would kill me because I should know this one. She just went there. Or she not just. She went there a couple of years ago for work. Um, I'm losing it. My wife's her best friend is from there, so they've gone a couple of times together. So I know it's in the north.
North?
Yeah.
Bangladesh?
No,
It's one of the main cities, or
yeah, Kigali is what it's called.
when you got that one?
Yeah, I think it's in the north. Yeah, quote me. I'm gonna mess around. It's gonna be way south. I mean, I guess uh, we got devices nowadays that can help us with that. So
Yeah, right.
am I making that up? No, Kigali is in Rwanda. 'Cause I was thinking about that. Hold on. Um, You been to India? Oh no, you said you want to go.
I
You said
want
you want to go.
I actually don't think I want to go to India. I'm intrigued. I'm interested.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's like there's a lot of things that turn you on when in India, but then there's also a lot of things that
To
turn
turn
you
you off?
off.
No, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
And I don't know if I really, is it like is it a safe place to take your lady? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You feel me? And people be like, oh, it's safe, but it's like, all right, but is it a safe place for me to take my lady? You know what I
Right. No,
mean?
no, no.
You
Fair.
know what I mean?
I got you.
Am I going,
Okay, so I
just
know
knowing myself,
I know
bro.
Hyderabad. Hyderabad is one for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think it's honestly, I feel like it's just like anywhere, bro. If you
Not like Bali. That's safe, bro.
I mean, no, fair, fair. Well, I say anyway in the sense of if you are um being just thoughtful about where where you go or how you're navigating. I mean,
Right,
the
I'm not.
wife went by herself for work,
Oh,
so she
nice.
was able to do three
For work,
cities
though.
by herself. Yeah,
Yeah, nice.
but she was able to do that. Um, as a woman, I think you'll be fine with both of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, have to feel it.
Yeah,
Well, but
I think I prefer Vietnam over India.
I definitely want to do Vietnam for
Yeah.
sure.
I hear nothing but good things, bro.
Vietnam has to happen. That has to go down.
Yeah, and a lot of people I know that go to Vietnam, they get suits made. You
Oh
ever heard about
yeah.
that?
Oh, that's a huge thing, bro.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
like 3 suits for $100,
Yeah.
tailored
Now
perfectly.
you gotta get the shit, and they do it fast, bro.
Well, yeah, it's just like, yeah, if you
Fast.
show up and get it tailored as soon as you get there,
Yeah.
bro, you pick it up on your way out, man,
Fast.
fast.
Yeah. No, I for that alone, I'm like, I just want to try it out. I just want to see what's happening.
Bro,
And look what.
bro, they said someone said they'll make the suit any way that you want,
Listen.
bro. The fit as snug and snug yet flexible as you need it. Make sure you don't look like Fat Joe in a tuxedo. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I hear all good things. I had one of my mom's friends, man. She got three lady suits made, man. She looked fabulous.
Yeah, no, I gotta do that. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you thinking about that trip?
I realistically I wanted to be my next one, but realistically I probably have to go to the Philippines next.
Mm.
But after we knock that out, then for sure, probably 2026, 2027.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
And does your wife, does she have family that she's connected to there,
In the
or
Philippines, yeah.
okay,
That's
nice.
why it's like kind of a
Must
mandatory.
a must.
Yeah, yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah, yeah. I think we're supposed to be going for a wedding in
No, nice.
January, but it's not happening anymore. We had to go to Canada.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so dad lives there.
Man, I definitely want to go to. I want to hit Montreal, bro. I've
Yeah.
done like all the other big cities in Canada, man. I want to hit Montreal.
You know what, bro? Montreal. So my knowledge of Canada was really small, bro.
Yep.
So like I was just like, no, they speak French in Montreal.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yep.
And then I get there, I'm like, oh man, most of you niggas speak French,
Yeah, no. Like it's
that's not an exclusive thing to Montreal.
Yeah.
And like I was like damn, bro, you niggas got like half the radio stations are in French, bro.
Oh yeah, no.
It's just crazy.
It is where we are still not willing to officially make Spanish a language. No, it is it's a real thing. It's a mandatory
Well,
everywhere.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, shoot, like a good portion of American radio in California, at least, is in Spanish.
No, for America, for California, I mean, we definitely got our Spanish stations, but like
in other states, they don't need it, so they don't bother. I'm pretty sure in Texas it's the same. You know,
I mean, we hope so.
Texas, yeah, man, huge Latin population, man, huge Mexican population up there, right. And also in Miami. So.
I mean, Miami is basically Caribbean. Miami is the attached Caribbean.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like more than half the radio stations in Miami.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
that definitely got the Haitian stations.
Yeah, all that. Like City, baby.
Which is also Haitian music is
underrated.
Underrated, bro.
What would you say? What would you say it sounds like, bro? I mean, African drum mixed with Caribbean, or
it's a jazzy. It's a jazz. Like they have various kinds, but it reminds me of like like Brazil has a number of different fusion sounds that are really beautiful, that are up tempo. Yeah, you know what I mean. And so they have kind of their dance music. They have a jazz, and I think Haitian sounds is similar in that way. Like they have.
You would think it would be more similar to what they're listening to in the DR, correct? Especially since there's so many Haitian people in the DR, right?
Yeah, there's overlap for sure.
Right.
There's overlap. But I mean, they're not going to be listening to reggaeton, and they're going to be listening to that in the DR heavy. But
I don't even know if the DR even listen to reggaeton like that.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, if you're talking about, especially all the majors, you know what I mean? If you talk about your Daddy Yankees, and
I thought he's Puerto Rican.
I mean, yeah, but they gonna listen. They gonna not know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's in Spanish.
He gonna hit all the islands. Yeah, Bad Bunny. Sure. You know what I mean? Like they gonna. I mean, Bad Bunny is now in his own genre. To be honest,
for sure. It's still in Spanish, as long as it's in Spanish.
Yeah. Which I'm so sad. I want to go to that residency so bad, man.
Which one?
He doing a residency for his last album.
Yeah,
he's doing it. The whole tour is only in Puerto Rico. Bro.
Yeah, no, I've seen some people I know.
Yeah.
It was just. I mean, it's America, so why it doesn't hurt.
I want to go there.
Take the flight,
but like
that's smart on him to build tourism on his island. That needs that.
It's such a crazy, thoughtful, and intentional and important move, for him, and I really hope other artists, follow suit.
Yeah, bro. He's like, man, you paid all that money to fly to go see Usher in Vegas.
Yeah, right. Twice. Right.
Yeah. Come see me in Puerto Rico.
You can come see me in PR. Exactly.
Same price for the flight and everything. Cheaper hotel.
Everything else is gonna be cheaper. Yeah, right. Yeah. No,
that's spend money with my folks.
That's real, man. That's real, bro.
That's how you help. That's how you really help put your people on, man. For real, man.
That's hilarious, actually.
Yeah.
And they were out there for that Usher.
Yeah, they were.
They were out there for that Usher.
Remember when Britney had
her? Adele.
Yeah.
No.
And then they got Bruno Mars in that slave contract right now.
Oh. They still got Bruno, man.
They still got Bruno. He ain't paid off his debts, bro. Oh my God. Still in trouble.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Man, don't gamble, bro.
That's hilarious.
Don't you gamble, bro? I don't understand people who be just not rich, just gambling that money away, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Bro, it's the energy you keep around you is just it's so intentional and it's contagious in so many ways, man. Like just being really thoughtful. It couldn't be me because I don't want to keep but so many people that close.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
when you're married, bro. When you're married, bro.
Yeah.
It's just you and your girl against the world, bro.
I love building with people. There's nothing that feels like growing and doing something dope with community. So that I always will, but to the point to where you're getting into a new space and then now immediately your whole belief system or who you go to for advice starts to be people who maybe you respect because of what they did in the space. When you look at some of the movies and it's just like, oh, mofos end up at a party in Hollywood and then there's drugs and they're like, oh, well then I'm in the space. I guess I should just do this because that's what everybody's doing.
Right.
Like that's a real thing, bro.
It is a real thing.
It's a real thing.
You can go to a party, don't mean you have to take When Denzel said, "I leave early before the drugs come
Listen,
out."
that part.
You know,
I
I
ain't
go.
that part.
I've been, but also Denzel might be just lying because that's what he does now. You know what I mean?
What does that? Hold on,
You know what I mean? That's
What does
probably
that?
hey man. I don't know, bro.
What does
Hey,
that lie?
hey, I know they always playing with their nose back then, bro.
Oh man,
You
come
know what I
on,
mean,
man.
bro?
Nah,
Come
bro.
Samuel, bro, keeps it real about him.
I mean, Sam, that's very much like a Robert Downey Jr. public,
He is
kind
Black
of
Robert.
under
He is
situation,
a Black Robert.
But I believe Denzel, man. I believe Denzel.
You
Yeah,
don't think he partied with Eddie Murphy, bro?
nah, because we got to also putting into perspective, right? Like Denzel, as he'll tell you, it's like I'm really like a thespian. You know what I mean? Like I'm an actor who does film, right? Like, but for him, he's the only actor, right? Like real actors are theater actors. They are thespians. They are trained in that
That
way.
does not
And
excuse
I
him
mean, I'm not saying it excuses
from the
him.
nasal activities,
I'm just,
dog.
I'm, I'm just saying it's a different environment, that he would have been exposed to even early on in his career.
Look, man, I'm just saying, and Malcolm and Malcolm X and that other movie,
Yes,
he was hitting that fake blow a little too hard, bro. You know what I mean? I know he's a great actor.
you're ridiculous.
I doesn't know.
I'm not doing this.
Come
They're
on,
so
man.
ridiculous. Oh man, I'm excited for this new film. I'm probably see this weekend.
Is that one with ASAP in it?
Correct. Yeah, him
Yeah.
and
And fucking Ice Spice.
yeah, Jeffrey Wright is in it.
The fuck is Ice Spice? I hope she doesn't ruin that shit.
I doubt she's. I mean, who knows, right? But I wouldn't imagine Spike is letting anything go in the edits that ain't.
Bro, if he just got
speak
her to
well.
do like a sex scene and go,
I doubt that, but I'm saying even after.
you're acting like Spike doesn't have girls getting banged in him in those movies, bro.
I'm,
Come on, doggy.
I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm saying I think that ultimately what I've heard is that it really delivers, and so I would imagine that whoever is on screen, is bringing something super thoughtful.
Okay, cool.
Is what I'm saying.
Cool.
Yeah, even though
Just strange casting, but
yeah, even though like the fact, I hope I was listening to a few people on like positioning and branding, and one of the hypotheses out is that they want to use like an after swell. Um, even a Slumdog Millionaire or a few others who had more of a post-release swell and that had longer sticking power because it really wasn't marketed a lot at
it
all,
wasn't.
bro.
It wasn't at all. I just, I saw it on social media, and I feel like that's kind of bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not how I like to hear about movies.
I came across it a while back because it went to one of the film festivals, but yeah, bro. After that, saw very little until it was like, oh, this is out in 2 weeks, and I'm like, whoa. So
2 weeks, huh? I guess that's on his own budget. I don't
no,
like
bro,
a limited
this
budget.
is an Apple and A24 project.
Then where was the marketing? Where was the A24 marketing?
Man, don't get me to lie to you. Which is why I'm saying maybe I think
they spent it all on
it,
Denzel.
I think maybe that's why this perspective of it's intentional and there's a strategy here makes sense because like how else could these two large entities not pump a project with this type of cast, but
or I mean, ASAP was in a lot of trouble. That could have ruined it. That could have ruined the promo run.
Was he?
It was,
Man, I
bro.
only tapping into ASAP, man.
Why not? Yeah, he tried. He was getting blackmailed by one of his ASAP.
By the other ASAP mob?
One of the ASAP members was trying to blackmail
Wow.
him and lost in court.
Wow.
Basically saying that the ASAP Rocky tried to shoot him in LA, but ASAP was like, "Yo, that was a prop gun. It wasn't real." and the police came and did a perimeter search for casings of the gun casings and bullets and whatever. They couldn't find none.
Yeah.
So this dude, this snitch, shows up to the fucking police department with a bag full of casings and said, y'all didn't find them. And like you told the police they didn't find, you know. So he ends up taking them to court, trying to get him criminally charged and
Wow.
shit. And he wanted like $5 million, bro. He knew they had it because he just got married or he just had his next
What,
baby.
they settled?
Right? They didn't settle. He lost.
ASAP lost?
No,
the other dude.
The other dude lost.
Oh wow.
Bro, no longer welcome back in.
That's crazy.
You're not welcome back home, bro. You ruined it. You're broke, and you're not welcome back home, which is nuts.
That's crazy.
It is nuts, bro.
Hey man,
full snitch, swearing on Jesus himself that this man shot him, bro. Shot at him and got his hand grazed.
bro.
Slimy, bro. I couldn't imagine one of my friends doing that to me, bro.
Mofos out here desperate, man.
They are desperate, and they're haters.
That's crazy.
They're haters, bro. What the fuck you do that? Ruin it. ASAP doesn't even really exist anymore. It's done now.
That's fair.
That's sad. YSL, ASAP, what's going on with our youth, man? that was us coming up as youngins, man.
Music industry as a whole is in a very interesting space.
All the crime is coming out to the forefront, man. Everybody getting in trouble, man.
Very interesting space right now. That and Hollywood and film.
Oh yeah, Hollywood's in trouble. Everybody's in trouble. Everybody's going to jail.
It's a really interesting time, boy.
So what now? Do we just keep on creating more idiots, or now do we have a squeaky clean entertainment industry, man, and makes more room for real artists?
We would hope the latter, right? You would hope.
But then if it's entertainment, we need bad boys. No fun intended.
Oh man, that's great. Oh, that is rich. That is rich. Nobody. Oh man. That's so interesting.
Bro, we need that. It's entertainment, bro. It's the reason why we go to the movie and see Scarfaces and shit, bro. We need that.
But I really want to return to what would I call it? Like local or geographical nuance.
Well,
because I feel like that to me is one of the big. I think the Bay has done, for better or for worse, at times has done that. Has really been like, oh no, this is our sound. If you coming from the Bay, you're gonna know it.
For sure. Right? Now, shout out to Kendrick though, bro. Shout out to Kendrick. That's motivating other people.
Fair.
I don't know if you noticed. Metro Boomin put out an album recently. Remember 2010, 2012, that futuristic. So he tried to put out that era, right? And didn't do well because it's very neat. It's damn near if someone put out a hyphy album and thought it was going to do well nationally. We know that's what we like. You know what I mean? Yes, Kendrick took some of that shit and made it poppin'.
Sure. But
we know the core hyphy shit. That's just what we like. We know it's going to do regional numbers.
Sure.
So Metro was really pissed that it didn't do so well, bro. He's like, he said, what did he say? Y'all don't get bitches.
Jeez.
He said, y'all don't get bitches. I'm trying to get people to dance again. And when you focus regionally on music, yes, you do get people dancing again. It doesn't matter what region it is. Everybody had these specific ways of dancing. It's not a communal thing where everybody is confused because there's really no culture to it. So we kind of just stand and stare at each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Houston had their own thing, their own dances. Memphis had their juking. Fucking Atlanta had their shit. Bro, Atlanta had hot take.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Bro, Atlanta was making line dance music.
Fair.
No. I lived there for a little bit, bro.
Fair.
And me and my cousins, we was too young to be at 21 and up clubs. We was going to the tween clubs, right? Right.
Yeah.
So I did not know that you were supposed to get with your buds before you before you
Not
go.
with the accent, with your buds.
I didn't know you're supposed to practice the dance moves before you
Where
get to
you
the
went?
club.
He's like, so I got there.
Yeah, I did not know that, and I have gone to a line dancing venue also. I've
Ooh,
been
nice.
there,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's like 3 hours of electric slide, bro. You know what I mean? But I'm at this tween
3
club,
hours of
bro.
electric slide sounds like torture.
Shit, it's easy for them, bro. Like they can go get some water and then they fucking jump back in that bitch. But I'm at this twin club, bro, and this is not the only club I went to in the South, but this is
Yeah,
when I was in
yeah.
Atlanta. I also went to the ones in Tennessee.
Okay,
But
okay,
it's
okay.
like the song comes on, everybody gets together and they do the dance.
They all know it.
Right. They do the dance. It's line dancing, bro. It's organized line dance. You have to practice the moves. No other state does that.
Oh my
No
gosh.
other region does that, bro. Everything is fluid. You better know these. You better know these moves off the top of your head, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right. It is, bro.
I love it.
Bro, Crank That Soldier Boy is line dance.
Oh god.
Might as well give
Yeah.
everybody fucking fans. No, but for real, you been in Nashville?
Yeah, of course, of course.
The only hip hop song they play in Nashville is "Crank That Fucking Soldier Boy" because it's line dance.
Stop. Oh gosh. Yeah.
True story, bro.
Yeah, that is amazing. That is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Remember I said that, bro.
I will.
You'll never look at things
Hot
the
take.
same again, bro.
Oh man.
It's Southern, like the line dance was made in the South, right?
Sure.
It makes sense. It makes sense that they stayed on track culturally.
No, I love it. I love it. Hey.
All right, brother.